Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are. Hope you guys are in the Torah. Hope you guys are not hiding your light. I hope you guys are not allowing evil to overtake you. And I want to go over this real quick because this is what I would call the tip of the iceberg. These are the crimes that we know have been orchestrated and that are money that is due back to the people of Yah. And so let me go over this real quick. HalleluYAH Scriptures. I'll tell you the story another day of John Doe, the investor. John Doe, the investor, put in six figures. I just not marked it as $100,000. I don't know what over six figures is, or not over six figures, but into the six figures. So I just put it as $100,000. It may be more. He donated to have a certain thing done that they did not do. They ripped him off and they took off of the cash. Then we have the original house that was purchased under Hands of Love or Hands of... It's one of these, again, a hidden business name. It's a DBA, doing business as. And so they had a orphanage grift fund where supposedly the orphans, widows, and lepers are being fed. Nobody has seen that cash. Nobody knows where that is. Not a single person has ever come through and said, HalleluYAH Scriptures has ever written me a check for anything. When they bought the house originally was under foreclosure. It couldn't even be lived in. And so they went and they spent right out of the gate from their Hands of Love, or the Hands That Help account. They paid $189,000 for the 3396 Panther Lane Road. Then, inside of 3 months, within 3 months from HalleluYAH Scriptures donations, they paid that $189,000 back to the other corporation. So basically, they funneled funds from one corporation to another, paid the house off, and then they took donations that came in and paid it directly back to another company they had. On top of this, one of the guys that moved into that house spent his entire life savings. They did not spend money on this house. They told him this house was his, was going to be his, and he was just a very, very, very nice guy. He put his entire life savings, and $60,000 for most people is a lot of money. That is what you call a life savings. He even had to sell his truck, and he went and repaired this entire house that they said was his house. And then they went and they kicked him completely out of this house. They left him in the streets. They literally left this man homeless after he had spent 13 years working for the HalleluYAH Scriptures, doing their stuff, shipping everything. He's a servant of Yah, right? So he is owed. When this house sells, this man needs to get his $60,000 back. We can't defraud our neighbors. We can't have invalid weights and measurements. We can't do that stuff, especially on the backs of Yah's people. I mean, we're supposed to be keeping the Torah. What is going on here, right? Okay, then we have 10,703.82 that was stolen silver with the order number 3149860. We have 52,268.58 stolen from order 3149858. We have at least 2 years of taxes. This actually probably needs to be doubled right here. So because we do have 2 years of taxes. Somebody had to pay the taxes on the first year. So this is actually, I'm off $10,000. So this should be 20,100 taxes paid on stolen house. We're in this 2 years, at least 2 years, 2019, actually more than that. So it was 2019, 2020, 21, 22. So there's 4 years of taxes that have been paid on this. So there's $40,000 in taxes. So these numbers are actually even off from what I have. And I'll get this updated as well. And then at the end, they have the house that is up for sale. Originally, they put it up for sale for $489,000. And then they relisted this for $394,999. Or as everyone in the occult world knows, nines are also sixes as well. There's sixes all over this thing. So we're actually off on this $30,000. So it's going to be 30 grand more. So we are talking $840,000. Basically $840,000 is what is owed by the HalleluYAH Scriptures back to the people of Yah. Now, this is before you do anything else. Now, the proper way to do this is the New Jersey authorities need to seize this house before they sell this house. If this house is sold before the Yah's people end up with this money back, then these people are probably going to run and hide off into their little New Zealand hole where they are at. And so this is why it is very, very important that as we come across up into the 19th, which is the United in Yah, right? The occultic one world religion grift fest. As we get into that one, the next one that's more concerning is the one that they have it's whatever their men's thing is, where you can donate to it, and they're just racking in the donations. And guys, this is a huge scam on the backs of Yah's people. This is a huge blast of evil. And if you do not think the hand of Yah is working and exposing evil of these people, he is. This is why you're seeing this. This is why all of this information was delivered over into my hands. If you think that I'm some sort of super sleuth private detective and I'm able to figure all this stuff out, I'll tell you I'm not. I'll tell you we're okay at it, but let me tell you that Yah has handed these people over. The only thing I have not found yet that we are deep into search for are the bank accounts for the orphanage and all of this. And if anybody has ever donated to United in Yah or to any orphanages or anything of the sort, and you guys have this, please contact me. jboss008 at gmail.com. jboss008 at gmail.com. I will keep you guys completely anonymous. Nobody needs to come forward. Nobody needs to have their face upon this. I am glad to battle dragons, and I will be glad to slay this dragon. These people are very, very evil, and they're doing this in the name of Yah, and he will not be mocked, and he will not allow this stuff to happen in this day and age. So for everybody, this is what you're looking at right here, is you're looking at stolen money by the HalleluYAH Scriptures. And this was only since this money right here, this is only since 2019, right? 2019. Imagine the rest of the years that these people have been involved in. So what's come to the light is just the last little bit, and this is what they owe. And when you find the books, or if their books are able to be seized and you're able to see all the other gold and all the other stuff they've been ordering for all these years, your minds will be blown at the generosity of the people of Yah. Now, people, if you are involved in United for Yah, whether you're a speaker or you're involved in this at all, you're with people who are practicing works of darkness. Now, it may be on the name of Yah. Yah might be their supposed centerpiece. But when the back end is doing the crimes of great evil on the name of Yah and basically hustling people in, it's a problem. Another thing we have to go over and we have to keep our minds on is that there's a $35,000 land grift that they're currently going after under United in Yah as well. So every poor person that has thrown $35,000 in to get a little solar house off grid and to live in the community, you're getting ripped off by Shalom Weiss or Deborah Allen or Deborah Wessel, whatever her crazy name is. This is what is happening. So guys, please let your friends know not to get grifted anymore. If you really want the HalleluYAH Scriptures, you can download it free of charge on our website, YHWHandtheTorah.net, YHWHANDTHETORAH.net. Now, the HalleluYAH Scriptures has 2 strikes on this one channel and 2 strikes on another channel, and they are actively trying to get everything censored and thrown off. It doesn't matter. I'm on 153news.net. We're on Rumble. We're on BitChute. We're on Odyssey. We're all over the internet, and I will not let this drop. I will not let this drop until the authorities have seized this house and have given this cash back to the people of our Creator. This is danced on the backs of people who don't have a lot of money. Even the people that have invested. Money's not cheap. Money's not free. People had to work for it. People had to get it. And for these guys to run this kind of an operation, and essentially what this operation is, it is a Bible selling operation that jumps up on the backs of those who are giving, and they're giving freely. And if you think that there's tons and tons and tons of free Bibles going out, that would be incorrect. There's tons and tons and tons of Bibles being sold. It is a very good business. People love the word of Yah, which is why this grift is so interesting. All right, guys, I'm out.